Okay, good morning, everyone, and welcome to this week's yoga class. I always say so good to see you because I do hope there's someone on the other side. And today's class is Yoga Flow, Let It Go. And I thought it was a good topic in the sense that we are at a tough time in our history in life right now, and allowing life to flow through us is challenging. But we were designed to do just that. And the breath was given to us to teach us. You know, any one of us could try holding our breath, and it's virtually impossible. We can hold it for a while, but we can't hold it forever. We eventually will be inclined, be forced. The need for life is far greater than what we try to do. And so life was designed to flow into us and then to leave us, to take away what we no longer needed. And even when we walk, we don't take 5 steps at once, we take 1 step at a time. So today, what I'd like to do is create a flow. We haven't really done a Vinyasa flow, and so we'll build 1 pose at a time and build up to a, rigorous, it all depends. You take it as far, and I'll go as slowly as possible. But the idea is to build. And perhaps if we do build 1 breath, 1 step, 1 being conscious at a time, we allow ourselves to allow life to flow through us. And so enough of that, enough of me. A little housekeeping, finding a pillow, a cushion to sit on, blow your nose, a belt or a strap, depending upon our timing. We may do a few stretches at the end. And for those that knees are sensitive, use a blanket or a towel under your knees when we go into table, especially. That might help cushion the knees. All right, this week's shout out is for mothers and daughters. So I honor my 4 daughters, 3 daughters and a soon-to-be daughter-in-law, Maddie. And I have a sister for the first time joining with her daughter, my sister Marie, and her daughter, I was going to say Maddie, but it's not Maddie. Nina's not there, and I'm drawing a blank. I am so sorry. I'm having a senior moment. But in the middle of our yoga flow, and it begins with an M, I know that, and it's not Martha. Anyhow, I will think, Maggie, please, Maggie. I hope you still like me. Just a brain, they call it a brain fart. Don't like that word, but anyhow. So Marie and Maggie are joining for the very first time. Could be their last. But welcome. And as always, we have fun here. Can't be too serious. So let's take it down. That goes for me. Come to a comfortable seated pose, allowing your sits bones to sink into whatever you're sitting on. Maybe you pull the flesh back, allowing your hips to just slide forward a wee bit. With your hands facing down in a posture of grounding, or perhaps facing up in a gesture of receiving. Rolling your shoulders up, back, and down. Keep that motion up, back, and down, and then reverse, just to loosen up. Remember, motion is lotion. Pressing your shoulders now away from your ears, extending through the crown of the head to allow your spine to really be straight. I invite you now to close your eyes, connecting with your breath. Begin to breathe in and out through your nose, feeling your belly expand, fill up, rib cage and lungs, fill up and let go, contracting your belly, pushing the air out. Be conscious of this slow movement, breathing in, taking in the prana, the life force. And once you've filled up, let it go. Contracting belly. Find this slow cadence, allowing the mind to begin to slow down. If you constrict the back of your throat, you come into the Ujjayi breath, the audible, ocean-sounding breath. Really listen to the breath filling up and letting go. Again, our divine creator made it so that if we do listen to the breath, the mind automatically slows down, maybe even shuts down. It's hard to have that list going while you're listening to the breath moving in, filling up. Think of your breath like a flashlight. As we journey, moving through postures, allow your breath to be like the flashlight that may shine upon a part of your body that is looking for attention, or you come upon feeling something wonderful, whatever it is. Can you begin to be the witness of what's going on inside? Take 3 more Ujjayi breaths. And now floating your eyelids open and taking a block, which I forgot to mention as a prop. Use some books or a box or anything you have close by. And you might want to place your left hand, depending upon length of your arms, placing your block or fingertips to the left. And inhale as your right hand reaches up, pressing in to your left palm as you reach up and over, twisting ever so slightly as you gaze up. Where your eyes go, your body follows. Looking up, reaching up, extending still through the crown of your head. Don't collapse. Reach up, feel the intercostal muscles on the right side of your body opening up, sending the breath as a flashlight moving in and out through your rib cage. Take a deep inhale. On your next exhale, floating, right fingertips down. As you inhale, left arm comes up, reaches up, twisting. Gaze up, pressing in to your right fingertips, palm, pressing your knees closer to the ground, opposite direction, rooting down through your sits bones from your hip, reaching up through your fingertips. Envision a tree. From your waist down, the roots of your tree reach down into the earth. And from the tree trunk up, branches, limbs, leaves, reach up. Exhale, floating left fingertips down. Inhale, right hand comes over left knee, left arm behind. Inhale, extend up. Exhale, twist. Gaze over your left shoulder. Each inhale has you extending up. Each exhale, a slight twist. One more inhale, extend up. Exhale, twist. Inhale, and now exhale. Move with your breath as your left hand comes over, grabs a hold of right knee. Oof. Maybe you just felt a nice adjustment. Inhale, extend. Exhale, gaze. Really feel the lower part of your body rooting down into your pillow, your cushion, and the upper part is extending. Really important to keep that in mind, opposite direction. You know, the spine in utero is the only part of us that develops in opposite direction. Okay, that's my last lesson for today on biology. Okay. Or anatomy. See, I don't even know. Okay, so inhale as your, it's gonna be one of those classes. Inhale as your right hand comes over onto your left knee. Now round your spine, tuck your chin to your chest, draw your knees down. Really feel the backside of your shoulders, your spine. Think of your breath traveling. Your spine is like the highway. All the messages, everything travels up and down the spine. Really pull your knees, allowing your back and your spine to open up, and you're sending that beautiful prana, that energy, life force up and down your spine. On your next inhale, release both hands as you drop your hands behind, slide your knees off, push up. Don't drop your head all the way back. Keep some tension in your neck, and now press up, opening your heart, your chest, breathing. We're opening all sides of the body here. Front, back, twisting to the side. One more inhale here. On your next exhale, come back to center. Remove your cushion, bring your feet to the rim, the outside of your mat, with your fingertips facing in the direction of your toes or behind, whatever. Roll shoulders up, back, and down, keeping your shoulders straight. On your next, take a deep inhale. On your exhale, drop your knees to the left. Inhale to center. Exhale, beginning to just loosen up the hips now. Front side. Exhale. Next time we drop over to the left, swing your right arm over. Inhale to center. Exhale. Left arm comes over. Inhale to center. Exhale. Left arm comes over. Inhale to center. Exhale. Next time you pop over to the left side, come on to your left knee, left arm, and now extend. Full expression of the pose. Fingertips to toes, one line, reach up, pressing into your left palm so that you really feel an extension on the way up and a grounding through the palm. Breathe. One more inhale here. On your next exhale, come back to center. Inhale, hopping onto the right knee. Left fingertips, left toes, one direction. Really reach out, pressing into your right palm so that your left hip maybe comes a little forward. Really feel that you've extended in every direction you can here. One more inhale. On your next exhale, come back to center. Rolling onto your knees, and this might be for some, placing a blanket or a cushion under your knees. Blanket really is better. So here, with your palms under your shoulders, knees under your hips, tops of your feet, pressing into the mat. I'll move my props off so you have a full view. Hips, knees hip width distance. On your next inhale, drop your belly, gaze up, reach up. Exhale, tuck your tailbone, round your spine, chin to chest. Inhale, drop your belly, gaze up, really exaggerate, really feel as you're tucking your tailbone. Do 3 more, moving with your breath. Feel the movement and the breath connecting. Slowly warming up the body. Respecting where you are. Coming to a neutral spine here. On your next inhale, extend your left arm, right leg in one line. Gaze. Engage your core here. Really pull your tummy in. Extend out through fingertips and toes. We're going to hold this for a moment, maybe 5 minutes. I'm only kidding. But really feel engaged. Draw your kneecap up. Engage your thigh. Reach out and breathe. Don't hold your breath. Breathe. Find the balance and the extension. On your next exhale, palm and knee to the mat. Take a neutral breath here. I'm going to face now the front. On your next inhale, right arm, left leg. And look for a dristi. And a dristi is a point of focus. That one, maybe it's a piece of lint on the floor, or I have a lot of knots in my pine floor here. So just finding something that you can really pour your attention into and breathe. Send your breath there, all your attention. Don't sink in, don't drop down. Really extend up as you reach out like you could touch the wall in front and behind. On your next exhale, bring right palm, left knee. Take a neutral breath here. We're gonna move to the side. Okay, so left arm, right leg, exhale, knee and elbow. Inhale, extend. Exhale, elbow to knee. Inhale, extend. Exhale, elbow to knee. On this extension, turn your palm out to the side, flex your foot, bring them out to the side. Take a breath. Inhale to center. Really draw in your core. Exhale out to the side. We have 3 more. Inhale deep. Exhale out to the side, keeping your right leg up as high as you can. Exhale out to the side. Last one. Inhale to center. Exhale, left palm, right knee. Come to the mat, take a neutral breath. I'm gonna come just so you can get like a 3D. Okay, on your next inhale, right arm, left leg, extend. Exhale, elbow to knee, chin to chest. Inhale, extend. Exhale, elbow to knee. Inhale, extend. Exhale, elbow to knee. On this extension, turn your palm, flex your foot out to the side. Engage your core. Your core is doing all the work. Well, not all of it, but a lot of it. Exhale, out to the side. Breathe. Exhale. We've got 2 more. Breathe. Inhale. Exhale, out to the side, keeping your leg up as high as you can. And you know wherever you are. Last one. Inhale to center. Exhale. Palm and knee to the mat. That's pratapana. That's stoking the fire. Warming up the body from the inside. On your next inhale, sweep up your left arm, reach up.
On your next exhale, dive down, left ear, left shoulder, roll on, really feel the nice stretch in the left side. Perhaps you extend your right fingertips, your right leg out. If it's in your practice, raise your right arm, grab a hold of your left thigh, and really open up. Breathe. 2 more deep Ujjayi breaths here. On your next exhale, pressing your right palm, right knee, back to the mat. Take a neutral breath here. On your next inhale, sweeping up your right arm, breathe. Exhale, right arm, right ear, right shoulder to the mat. Kind of rolling over to the right side as you extend your left leg out. If it's in your practice, bring your right arm up and then reach around. Remember, yoga is your practice. It's wherever you are. Your body is the teacher. I'm just giving you some suggestions. Listen to your body. 1 more breath here. On your next exhale, placing your left palm and right knee to the mat. On your next inhale, roll over your toes and come into downward dog. And here in down dog, begin to walk your knees. Bend your knees, shake your head, yes and no. And I'd like you to flubber your lips, like your cheeks, like you were a horse. I told you it was going to be one of those classes, but it's so good. We keep so much tension in our jaws. So flubber your lips. Shake your head. No tension in your cheeks. Press back. On your next inhale, come up onto your toes. Bring your butt up as high as it can go. Chin close to your chest, reaching and breathing. On your next inhale, walk your right foot and your left to center. Your feet should be hip width distance. You can check that by putting 2 fists. This is for Marie and Maggie. 2 fists in between. And now grab a hold of your ankles with a slight bend. So you don't want to hyperextend, just a tiny little bend in your knees and walk your elbows down as far as you can go. Shake your head yes and no. Flubber your lips. No tension in your face, in your neck. Walking your elbows down and now let go. Coming into ragdoll. On your next inhale, take your yogi, your peace fingers and grab a hold of your toes. Maybe the outside of your feet. Find wherever you are. Or if you want, slip your hadas under your padas and you can go with palm down or palm, maybe do opposite and bend and then switch. Play. Wherever you are, you want to stretch the back side of your legs. On your next inhale, bring your hands to your hip and come to a flat back. I could put a tray on your back. Engage your thighs, pull your kneecaps up, engage your belly. On your next inhale, come to stand. Okay, how's everyone doing? So good to hear. All righty, on your next, bring your ankles, your toes, your knees together. Root down through your feet. Pull your kneecaps, your thighs, roll shoulders up, back and down. Slight tuck in your tailbone. On your next inhale, move with your breath, a nice full inhale. Bring your palms together, interlace your fingers, your pointer fingers reaching up, biceps alongside your ears.
Rooting down through the waist down is rooting into the earth. From the waist up, reaching up to the sky. Really feel you are pressing down and reaching up opposite directions. You'll feel it. Let your kneecaps down and then pull them up. Let them down, pull them up. So you're conscious. So on your next inhale, extend up. Exhale, float down to the left side. Each exhale has you coming a little further down. Now turn your gaze. Your left bicep may come forward a little bit. It creates a further stretch on the right side of your body. Breathe. Each exhale has you reaching down just a little bit further. I know it seems like an easy pose, but when we hold them and breathe, we become conscious of what's going on. One more inhale and exhale. And now with your kneecaps pulled up on your inhale, using your core, come up to center. Take a neutral breath here. On your next inhale, reach up. On your next exhale, just float down to the right side. Once again, take your right inside of your bicep, perhaps, and just turn it a little bit up. As you look up, gaze up. Kneecaps are pulled up, thighs are engaged, rooting down through your feet, and breathe. One more inhale and exhale here as you float down. On your next inhale, with your kneecaps pulled up, exhale, bringing both arms down. I invite you to close your eyes, scan your body, just see. We've been in not quite a half hour. How do you feel? Alrighty, on your next inhale, both arms come up. Exhale as your arms float down, all the way down to the earth. Inhale to a flat back. This is where we're going to build our flow. Exhale, bow down. One more. Inhale to a flat back. On your next exhale, bring your left leg and your right leg and come into plank. Here, plank, once again, extend out through the heels of your, don't sink down like this. Engage your core. Reach down through your palms, which are under your shoulders. Extend through the crown of your head. Thighs engaged, kneecaps pulled up. Hold this. Feel it. Breathe it. On your next exhale, drop your knees. Butt stays up in the air. Elbows in close. Drop your chest, your chin. On your next exhale, push through. Tops of your feet now, pressing into the mat. My hands haven't moved, so your hands are in close. On your next inhale, press up, engaging your lower back here. Just your toes are really pressing in. Breathe as you inhale. Your thighs engaged, you're strengthening your lower back. Breathe here, one more inhale to bring you up. Exhale, bow down. On your next exhale, roll over your toes. Your hands haven't moved now. Press back up to plank. Exhale. On your toes, down dog. And breathe. 2 more breaths here in down dog. On your next inhale, bring your left foot up. Drop your right knee, top of your right foot. Both hands coming into low crescent lunge. Both hands on your left. Make sure your shoulders haven't crept up. Back and down. Bring your shoulders. Extend to the crown of your head. Breathe. On your next inhale, bring both arms up. Interlace your fingers. Biceps alongside your ear. Reach up.
On the inhale, exhale, bow back. Feel the beautiful stretch in the right side, front side of your leg. On your next exhale, float both arms down, roll over onto your right knee, bring up. Bring your left foot back, coming back into our favorite pose, plank. Now here, in plank, hold it while I give you the next cue. You can drop knees, chest, chin, or if you'd like, chaturanga. So chaturanga is coming down, but not dropping your full body. So you're holding it. Inhale, roll over. Exhale, press up. Breathe here. 3 breaths in down dog. We're going to do it on the opposite side now. On your next inhale, bring your your right leg up in between your arms, top of your left foot pressing into the mat, shoulders rolling down, leaning through. Feel the nice stretch in the front side. Just go as low as you can go. This again might be an opportunity to place a blanket under your knee if you have sensitivity. Take a breath. On your next inhale, both arms come up, interlace your fingers, biceps alongside your ear. Reach up on the inhale. Exhale, bow back. Feel the stretch in the left front side of your hip, psoas muscle, and breathe. On your next exhale, bring both arms down, roll over your left. Bring your left knee up. Bring your right knee to the outside. We're coming back into plank. Holding plank here and dropping knees, chest, chin, or chaturanga. On your next exhale, slowly coming down. On your inhale, upward dog. Exhale, down, flow. Take a couple breaths here. We're going to begin to build. Not move faster necessarily, but build. On your next inhale, bring your left foot up, keeping your right knee now off the mat in high crescent lunge. On your next inhale, bring both arms up, parallel to each other, and breathe. On your next exhale, float both arms down out to the side and bring them back. Interlace them. Open your heart. Breathe, holding this pose here. If you fall out, last week we learned all about falling out and beginning again and again and again. On your next exhale, release. Bring both arms down to opposite side of your left foot. Bring your left foot back to meet your right, back in plank. On your next exhale, knees, chest, chin, or chaturanga. Inhale. Exhale. Really try and get up high on your toes and roll over your toes. On your next inhale, bring your right foot up in between your hands. First, finding a high crescent lunge here. Feeling the stretch in the front side of your left leg. On your next inhale, bring both arms up, parallel. Find your balance. Find your pose, your dristi, and breathe. On your next exhale, as your arms float down, ride your breath. Interlace your hands and open your heart. Really feel the opening in the front side. Open our heart to what's happening in our life, all around us. One more inhale. On your next exhale, release as both hands come down to opposite side of your right foot. Bring your right back to meet your left. You know where we're going. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, upward dog. Exhale, roll over. Take 3 breaths here. In, down dog. Okay, in down dog here. Raise your left leg up very high as you can. You're gonna press into the palms of your hands to really push back. When you're as high as you can, now open your hip, bend your knee, gaze under your right shoulder. Maybe you'll see your foot, maybe you won't. But I guarantee you're gonna feel the opening in your left hip. Breathe. On your next exhale, with your left knee bent, bring your foot up in between. We're coming into high crescent lunge. Inhale, bring both arms up. Hold it here in high crescent lunge. Now, on your next exhale, pivot your right foot down and bring both arms down and come into warrior two. We're gonna hold warrior two here for a moment. I used to tell people that the warriors in the Far East used to go into this pose before battle. I had everyone believe me, I was making it up. But it seemed like a, focused pose, strong pose, right? Anyhow, so you can't believe everything I say. All right, so now that your left thigh is really talking to you, drop your right arm down, flip your left palm, paint a beautiful rainbow all the way up. On your next inhale, straighten your left leg. Should provide some relief. On your next exhale, begin to come forward. We're gonna move into triangle. So here, we don't drop, we extend. Look at my arm extending out. Straight arm. Flip your palm and bring the outside of your left palm to the inside. As you inhale, right arm comes up. Your inside of your left heel should almost be to the inside of your right foot, which is, I don't know, is that perpendicular? Anyhow, I wasn't very good at math. Okay, so look up, twist open, and breathe. Just breathe. On your next exhale, cartwheel, your right fingertips down. Now both arms are on the opposite side. Pivot your right foot back. Bring your left back to meet your right. This is going to be our last chaturanga. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale, downward dog. And breathe. On your next inhale, bring your right leg up, pressing into both palms as you really come up onto your right toes, your left toes. Bring your right leg up. Once you get it as high as you can, open your hip, bend your knee. Feel that really good opening in your hip. Gaze under your left shoulder. Maybe you can see your foot, maybe you can't. Doesn't matter. But I bet you can feel the opening in your right hip. Breathe. Breathe into the opening you've just created. Send your prana. On your next exhale, with your right knee bent, bring it up in between your hands, coming into high crescent lunge. On your next inhale, bring both arms up. Whoops. Just so I can see you. Bring both arms up. You're in high crescent lunge, extending out through your left heel.
On your next exhale, pivot your left arm down, left leg down, left foot. See, Maggie, I was really off today, so reach out through your fingertips, through your arms, opening your hip by pulling your left knee out a little bit. I mean, you feel these tweaks that you have. Feel them, delight in the fact that a simple movement, you're feeling it, you're holding it, you're getting stronger. Breathe, each exhale, out through your fingertips, shoulders away from your ears. Your right thigh is really talking to you, I bet. On your next exhale, drop your left arm as you inhale, with your knees still bent, don't straighten it yet, all the way back. Now straighten it. Really reach out. On your next exhale, come down. Before we drop down, extend out. Turn your palm. Bring the outside of your palm to the inside of your ankle as you inhale. Reach up, gaze up. Coming into a beautiful Trikonasana, triangle pose. And breathe. On your next exhale, cartwheel your left arm down, and you think we're going to do chaturanga, but we're not. Instead, I'm going to ask you to walk your hands. We're going to do a pose where I'm going to read you a story. We're going to come into goddess, and we're going to hold it. And this is going to be our peak pose, so don't be mad at me. Okay, so you want to come with your feet pressing out as far as they can go. Let me see, just so you can see. So you want your feet pressing into the corners of your mat. You want to tuck your tailbone and sink down. Shoulders up, back, and down. We want to hold this. Bring your arms out to the side into what is a cactus. And I'm going to read you the rest of this book. Oh no. Okay. This is a modern day, I found it by accident. Pestilence was on its way to Damascus and sped by a chief's caravan in the desert. "Where are you speeding to?" asked the chief. "To Damascus. I mean to take 1,000 lives," said Pestilence. On its way back from Damascus, Pestilence passed by the caravan again. The chief said, "It was 50,000 lives you took, not 1,000. "No," said Pestilence, "I took 1,000. It was fear that took the rest." Modern day myth. All right, on your next inhale, straighten up, pivot your feet forward, bend over. Feel the heat, the tingling, whatever it is. Flubber your lips, shake them, and breathe. Allow. Good story though, right? For modern day. All right. On your next inhale, let's do this. Bring your left hand up in between. On the next inhale, swing your right arm up. Breathe, gaze up. Find this nice stretch. On your next exhale, float your right arm down as you inhale, sweep up your left arm, reach up. On your next exhale, bring your left arm down and walk your hands out, pivoting on your right, pivoting now back onto your drop, your knee, top of your right knee, both hands come up. On your next inhale, reach up. On your next exhale, bring your right arm to the inside of your left foot. And let's come off the left knee. And now let's just do a nice twist. And inside, twist. On your next exhale, cartwheel your left hand down, walk your hand over to the left side, pivoting on your right toes. Let's keep the right knee off the mat. Placing your left hand on the inside of your left foot, inhale, sweep up. Now I bet these twists at this point in the class are a wee bit easier than they were when we were sitting and twisting during our warm-up. Just a guess, but I believe since you're warmed up, on your next exhale, cartwheel your right arm down and begin to just pivot your feet together. We're gonna do one balance pose. So bringing your toes, your knees together, and now sitting into Utkatasana. So Utkatasana is knees together, heels together, shoulders, remember, away, core engaged, sit down, reach up, look up. Really each exhale has you sitting down. See if you can see my toes, I'm wiggling them. And see if you can't bring your toes off of the mat. That really indicates that you're pressing into all four corners. You're not gripping the mat with your toes like we so often do, you know, to hold on, but you're really using all four corners of your feet. One more inhale. On your next exhale, head down, shake your head yes and no. Flubber your lips. This is my new favorite thing. Okay, on your next inhale, we're gonna just add one, remember, one step at a time. So on your exhale, drop, engage core, bringing knees together, really pressing against each other. Reach out, and now come up on to your toes. If you fall out, get back in. This is a great time to use a dristi. Find that point of focus that you can just melt into. One more inhale. On your next exhale, bow down. Well done, you. Breathe. On your next inhale, hands to hip, come to flat back, all the way up. I invite you to close your eyes, scan your body. We're getting there, folks. And breathe. Just allow that flashlight to move up and down. You know, yoga is the practice of through the body. Yoga is, I can't remember it. See, Maggie? Wasn't you, my friend. On your next inhale, both arms come up. Exhale, bow all the way down. Inhale, do a flat back. Exhale, bow down. On your next inhale, bring both arms down. Come last plank, and then drop knees, chest, chin. Come onto your belly. Roll over onto your back. Grab a hold of your knees. It's time to rock and roll. Really back and forth, that beautiful massage to your spine. And then when you come up, find that balance on your sits bones. Your shoulders may have edged up, but we know what to do with them. Back and down. And this may be where you are. And this is a good place to be. Or maybe you feel really good holding the back of your knees. And for those that want the full expression of the pose, straighten your legs, bring your arms out to the side. We're gonna do 10 breaths. Let's go. 1, 2. This is where 3. I really can't talk and count. 4. 5. This is where we really build. That would be 6. 7. Very good. 3 more. 8. 9. And 10. Draw your knees in. It's so important to strengthen your core in yoga. Roll slowly back. Extend your right leg. Grab a hold of your left knee. Interlace your fingers. Pull your knee out to the side, avoiding your rib cage. Drop your head. Pull in and breathe. It's like a white knuckle grip. You're really pulling your knee in. We're stopping the blood supply to your ascending colon. These next 3 poses are beautiful for your digestive system. On your next exhale, take your right hand to the outside of your left knee. Extend your left arm out and drop your knee as you gaze down your left arm. Keep your shoulders on the mat. It's more important that your shoulders stay on the mat than it is that your knee comes to the floor. And breathe. Our final twist. On your next inhale, come back to center. Exhale as you use your core to drop your left knee. Inhale, both hands. Come underneath your right knee, avoiding your rib cage. Draw your right knee into your shoulder. Back of your head resting on the mat. Gaze down the center of your body and breathe. Cutting off the blood supply to your descending colon. Our intestines are quite long, I understand. I think a mile or so, maybe longer. Maybe I'm making that up, like my warrior 2 pose. On your next exhale, take your left hand to the outside of your right knee. Drop it over, extend. Oof. Your right arm down, gaze down your right arm, keeping your shoulders on the mat, and breathe. On your next inhale, using your core, keep your right knee up, draw your left knee. Grab a hold of now both knees. If you can, grab a hold of your elbows. Gaze down, maybe you can see your little toes. But draw in your knees. This is now cutting off the blood supply to your transverse colon. And breathe here. We have a saying in yoga, self-love says, I love you. Self-care says, prove it. And so by loving yourself and taking time out for yoga and putting up with me, showing a lot of self-care. All right, on your next exhale, release. Last pose of the day. Drop your feet, hip width distance apart, walk. Maybe we got 2 poses left in us, just to close out. All right. On your next inhale, press up. Feel that nice stretch in the front side. Roll onto your shoulders. Grab a hold of your hands underneath, maybe coming onto your shoulders. Gaze down the center of your body. I really like this pose because when you inhale, you can see your belly rise. I used to be a reverse breather, so I pulled my stomach in when I inhaled. Your belly should go out. Exhale, expand. So breathe, watch your belly rise. Beautiful thing, the breath. All right, one more deep inhale here. On your next exhale, drop down. Roll back. Bring your legs up. Roll back on. Maybe
you're able to grab a hold of your waist, right below your hips, gazing up, and breathe. Really reach your toes up. A lot of people I love this pose, shoulder stand. Breathe here again. You can see your belly rise on the inhale. And now for those who like this pose and want to take it one step further, on your next exhale, drop your feet over your head. Release your hands down, interlace your fingers, drop your toes. Maybe you want to really feel the stretch by curling your toes in, and breathe. One more inhale. On the next exhale, release your hands, palms down as you begin. Wherever you are, slowly round out and melt into Shavasana, that pose we all love. Find your Shavasana. Any movement. Sometimes it's nice to put your pillow under your knees to take a little of the pressure off your lower back. Wherever you are, just be there. Each exhale, with your eyes closed, has you sinking a little further down into the mat. Like when you're at the beach and you're standing and each wave comes over your feet at the edge. And when the wave recedes, you sink. And then another wave comes. Each wave of breath, let it wash over you and bring you further to where you are. And on the subject of allowing a flow of life, taking in and letting go. I was privileged to be in a monastery, and on the wall was written, "He is no fool who gives away what he cannot keep to gain what he cannot lose."
Begin to wiggle your toes, fingers, sending the breath down, up, and around, following it with your consciousness, because you are the witness. You are that which sees and feels. Rest in this place as often as you can to recharge, restore, so we don't get lost in all that is happening out there. Deepening your breath and roll to whatever side allows you to slowly make your way into a comfortable seated pose, and we will end our time together in the same manner in which we started. So coming into a comfortable seated pose, shoulders up, back and down. On your next inhale, ride your breath on the inhale all the way up, bringing your palms together. On the exhale, allow your palms to come down, resting in heart center. The divine in me bows with such joy and gratitude to the divine in each of you for allowing me, trusting me to guide you through this sacred practice. Namaste, Jai Bhagwan, which is have a great day, victory, and God bless. I hope to see you all next week. Be safe, be well, and let it flow, my friends. Alrighty, have a good one.